What is up? What is up? And welcome back to Common Ground. Welcome back. Third episode. Third episode. Still fresh and new. It's okay. We good. The third episode was cool. If you have been around, take my time. If you've been around to the third episode, been supporting since the third episode, all my love to y'all. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. I appreciate it all. So yeah, last episode, it was kind of it wasn't too serious in the beginning, and then I ended up making it to where it kind of got to a serious point, but it wasn't too serious. The first episode, that was like, like I said, I was trying to come off strong. Second episode kind of chilled it down, wind it down a little bit. Third episode, we could get deep. We could get deep. You never know with this podcast. You really don't. And to say with that, I will eventually have guests. Don't know exactly when I will start doing that. Don't know who will be my first guest. I do have people in mind. But yeah, that will happen eventually. Not set on which episode I'm planning to do that yet, because I have to make sure the other person that I put on, if they do want to put some information out there themselves, that I have to get that situated into what I also want to talk about. But podcasts, it just kind of flows. Like, you can have so much things that you want to say, but then honestly, you can kind of get off topic from like each thing that you had said on talking about. So no, yeah, that's one thing I wanted to get out there. But yeah, how are y'all doing today? I'm good. I would say fresh off work, cause I mean I got off at 5, but fresh off of work. Yeah, pretty busy day. So no, yeah, I'm good, chilling. So yeah, hope y'all are doing okay, and hope this is a good message for anybody that needs to hear this and learn something from it. So no, yeah. So honestly, I'm just gonna start off by saying, like, everybody on this earth, in this world, no matter how different you think you are from people, honestly, we're probably all living the same lives or alike in some instance. Um, like we kind of have, some people have the same habits, or some people have the same likeness of things, or like you just kind of have like your things that you like, or how you like to do it, or how you like it done. So I'm like, you could be walking past somebody or in the store with somebody, and y'all could be alike in so many different ways that you wouldn't know until you have a conversation with them. So, but I will say this too: there are people that will have a conversation with you, and then you'll start saying stuff like, what interests you, and like what you like, what you like and stuff like that, or what you've done or whatever, and they will try to agree with you on some type of form or whatever, and like they've done that or been through that too. Like they trying to relate and make it seem like they know, but sometimes they be lying on that end. Like, I've been in some situations like that where I'm talking about a situation or whatever, and then it's different when they're like, oh yeah, I've had da 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 da, and they explain it. But it's different when it's like, oh yeah, I had I'm trying to make it make sense, but I think to the point where I think y'all kind of got it, but like, it's it's more of like they just try to relate on you on every thing that you talk about. They be like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So I say, oh yeah, my favorite color is blue. Oh yeah, my favorite color is blue too. Da, 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 da. and then and then you say something about like, yeah, and then I also, I played soccer for the USA team. You're like, oh yeah, I played soccer for the team. Like it's like they trying to compete, but they also too. Everything I say that come out of my mouth, you haven't done it. You have not done. You have not done all of what is coming out of my mouth. So that's what you kind of got to watch out for. Like, yeah, you can have something common with people, but when the person is overly doing it to the point where it's like, all right, now, every single thing I'm saying that I've done, been through, you've done it too. Right. It's basically like people that try to be a chameleon. They try to fit in with whoever group, whatever group, and they just try to fit in. Just throw themselves out there and be like, oh, yeah, I relate to that too. Oh, I've done that too. Stop that. Be yourself. Who cares if you haven't been in that situation? You could end up in that situation, but you haven't yet. So don't be a chameleon. Be a. I'm trying to think of another like species its own that's not like that blends in with stuff. Be a panther. Just don't think you have to fit in all the time. It's okay to be different. That's why friend groups, not everybody's the same. There's some friend groups where people try to do the same exact thing and dress the same way, look the same. Nah, that ain't it. That's kind of draining. That's not kind of, it is draining. Because it's like you're trying to force something that you're not. Because you're trying to make others like you. Stop that. So, I just want to put that out there because you just got to do what's best for you. If you are in a situation to where you're in a friend group or with a friend that's like that, I would just say kindly leave that. I know you're drained from doing that. So, that's my little message, my little 2 cents, 5 cents, 3 cents, 5 cents. So, yeah, but that leads into my first topic I wanted to talk about of why do we stay in unhealthy situations? Why do we put ourselves in situations where we're hurting, where we're not thriving, where we don't feel loved? And I feel like the reason for this is because of we feel comfortable, we're comfortable with the area we're in. We know, our brain and our heart knows that we should not be putting ourselves through those situations, those unhealthy situations. I think it's because of, it's a comfort thing. You don't know how to leave it. You don't know how to move on from it because you've been through it so much and for so long, to the point where you're like, it's not like it doesn't bother you, but it bothers you. So it's like I said, it's a comfort thing, and a lot of people are not okay with change. They're not good with change, and so it's a thing between being comfortable and not knowing how to leave it. Like, you're trying to, in some areas, you're trying to convince yourself that, oh no, it'll change, it'll work out, it'll get better, but it just keeps getting worse because you're putting yourself through hurt and you're not able to give your all, or you've already given your all into that situation. So it's like, where do you go from there, knowing you should leave that situation? And so when I see people that I love or are friends with, or whatever the case may be, or that are going through an unhealthy situation, I always say, now I always say I only can do so much. I could put my input and my opinion into what I feel like you should do, which is leave and find better for yourself, do better for yourself. But at the end of the day, people already have their mind made up on things and how they want to go about certain situations. So yeah, you're gonna have a that person or whatever come up to you and ask you for advice and what you should do. But at the end of the day, that person that's asking for the advice already has their mind made up on what they gonna end up doing at the end of the day. So you really just have to, if you're that friend that's on the outside of it and is and that person has asked you for advice, give them the advice, because eventually they might lock in and it might click to them one day and they be like, yeah, I'm gonna actually listen to it, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's the thing of they already have their mind made up. You can only do so much, and you can just be there to support them, love them, because they're not getting that in that situation anyway. So if they just have another person that's just like, you know, saying stuff, like, you know, saying, throwing shots and like saying stuff and, you know, doing this and that, like, some people, they might need that, but in other situations it's more of a, they need a space where they feel comfortable and safe in it, where it's quiet, because that situation's already loud enough. So if they come to another, if they trying to find advice in on that, and they go to another loud person, another loud situation, that's just it's just added to, it's a lot going on. It's too much gritty going on. Then they just, you know, kind of distance in a sense and disassociate themselves. And so yeah, don't allow that to happen. And just help the person, give them the tools of what they might need and will need, and then they can, you know, take it how they want to go about it at the end of the day. And so yeah, I mean, it's hard sometimes to leave situations like that, but eventually time will end up, you know, letting that figure it out on its own, and then you just grow from there. You've learned from the situation, and then you grow. You've been through it, and you know for next time how to handle it. So yeah, that's my take on that. And what's it called? It comes from a person that, I mean, I've been through some unhealthy situations. Not too, I wouldn't say not too much, but every situation's a learning point and a lesson. And no, yeah, I mean, you've never been in it before, so that's also too why, you know, you don't know how to get out of it. So but yeah, and then the next topic is gonna be social media, and are we posting for validation or are we posting for memories? Now, I would say with this, I think it's a little bit of both. I think when you post, it could be of like, okay, I posted me taking a trip to Hawaii, and I'm posting it for like the memories. But you also do have a camera roll where you could just save all the videos and the pictures from Hawaii. So it's like, you know, why post them? When you post them, some people would say they post it for themselves, but I think when you post the stuff out there, you're posting it for people to see. So it leads into, you're seeking for validation. When you post something, people can like it, people can share it, and people can comment. So honestly, I mean, would we be okay if your post were to get just one like, in that post, and that like just be yourself, how would we feel about that? If everybody that follows you viewed it, viewed whatever you posted, your video, your picture, and you only get one like, and that's your like, how would you feel about that? So I would say posting on social media is for validation. I would admit to this too myself. I have posted before on social media for validation, not and you can get validation in many ways. You can be seeking for validation in many ways, but it's a thing of putting yourself out there. If you're like, I'm thinking too, I always revert things back to sports and basketball, whatever. But when I was posting my highlights, my basketball highlights, I was getting it out there for college coaches to see, so I could get recruited and get an offer. So, excuse me. So that's kind of like a validation. Like, I'm putting myself out there to see if I'm good enough for a college coach to message me and be like, hey, we would love for you to be a part of our program. And so, I just this song, it always sticks with me, and I always revert it. Like, I even used this line, or like I referenced it for one of my papers that I wrote, like for class or something. And it's Drake, and it's Emotionless by him. So he says, because they've been staring at somebody else's version of Bleed. And then he says, that makes another city seem more exciting than it is. I know a girl whose one goal was to visit Rome. Then she finally got to Rome, and all she did was post pictures for people at home. Because all that mattered was impressing everybody she's known. I know another girl that's crying out for help, but her latest caption is "Leave me alone." I know a girl happily married till she puts down her phone. I know a girl that saves pictures from places she's flown to post later and make it look like she's still on the go. Look at the way we live. So that just comes to show, like, everybody on social media, when you post on social media, it's performative. It's really performative, because if you're posting stuff, somebody posts something, you can edit stuff. You can edit it. So, like, sometimes the photo that's posted or the video that's posted could be kind of edited, so it's not what that person fully looks like, or like what they did is not what it fully is, or whatever the case may be. And so, you can only, when you post on social, you can only see the forefront of what they posted. You don't see the background of what their life actually looks like. Nobody knows what everybody's life is actually like behind the scenes. What's it called? I mean, shoot, celebrities. Everybody's like, celebrities. Ooh, take my time. Yeah, celebrities, when they post, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes of their life. Like, yeah, you be like, oh my god, I wish I had their life. Do you really, though? Do you think every celebrity likes being a celebrity? Do you think they like all of that attention? Do you think they, at the end of the day, they probably want your life? They probably want to rest and settle down to where they don't have cameras in their face everywhere they go. They don't have people tapping into their life and where they live and where they go and this and that. They want to live a normal, calm life with no paparazzi and no stalkers. Social media, it's kind of, I take it as like a negative thing, because when you post, you have your likes that come in, you have your comments, then you have also some, negative comments that come through, and it's just like, why comment that? Why comment that? Because I take it as, when somebody comments that, they think they're funny, they think they're being funny, but at the end of the day, they're dealing with their own stuff too. They have some insecurities, and So it's just like you really you can't say uh, too much about how people are living and how people what they post and stuff like that, because you never know what's going on behind the scenes. And yeah, people, for the most part, I think people, yeah, they post for validation. Because you can go, like, yeah, like I said, you can scroll through photos and text and whatnot for validation, for memories, but the validation piece does come with social media, because it's going out there to the public, and then it stays in the cloud, which if you, it resurfaces. So if you delete something, somebody got it somewhere. It's resurfaced somewhere. So, yeah, I don't know why we tend to do that. And I've also noticed too that when, say, you fall out with a friend, or you know get out of a breakup, so you have some people that they post during the break. I mean, not the break, during the relationship or during the friendship, and you also have your others that barely post or don't post during the relationship or the friendship. And then when they fall out with that friend, or they're not with that boyfriend or girlfriend anymore, they end up tending to post a little more, because they want to show that other person that was a part of their life what they're missing out on. And so it's basically like a seeking attention thing, because then it could be like, say they they blocked on whatever, or they don't follow each other anymore. I mean, then some people, word gets around, so you'd be like, oh yeah, so and so, did you not see they post? Oh no, we don't follow each other. Then they end up showing on screenshot, whatever. So yeah, I've also noticed that, and it's just like, why show that? You can show how you're doing with the silence. You don't gotta post. You don't gotta put it on the public and stuff like that. You could do it silently. It would definitely show. Definitely show. But yeah, I think that doing that is just like it goes back to the draining. Like it's draining, because social media, I think it has too much standards and high expectations. So what you have to meet, like, why not post the not so good things, or post or videos or whatever, why does it always have to be good looking photos or videos, like me, I lucky post everything. Like I post on Instagram. See, Instagram is kind of clean, sleek type. I don't be on Instagram too much, but I barely even post on there. But then TikTok, I'll be posting whatever. I got lip syncing, I got dancing, I got photo dumps, a relatable page. I got like everything. So it's like I just be throwing it out there. I really be posting most of my jobs too anyway. So I really don't be caring. I mean, like, so yeah, that is what it is. And what's it called? I'm gonna go to the next topic, which is, why is confidence misunderstood? And so, confidence, it isn't volume. My eyes keep itching. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh shoot, that felt good. Y'all ever do that? Y'all ever do that where the eye don't itch no more. It's just the fact that rubbing your eye like that makes it just be feeling good. Anyway, back to it. Yeah, confidence is a volume. Majority of the time, when people have confidence, they don't have to be loud about it. They don't gotta put it out there. It really just shows in your work ethic and how you go about your life. Like how it goes to, like, everybody isn't a leader. You have your leaders that can be verbal and outgoing about it, but then you also have your leaders that are quiet about it. I've been told a few times that I'm a natural born leader where I don't have to like put myself out there. I'm quiet with mine, and so, uh, no, yeah. I mean, it would definitely just show in your work ethic, and if you force it, it's not gonna come natural. So honestly, confidence is built through what you go through and how it's a process. It don't just come like that. Like nah, like you gotta build that through situations and the things you do. Um, because if you think it's just gonna come like that, then it's just like you haven't done anything to build confidence. You can say you have confidence, but is it gonna show? And so, um, yeah. And so when you go through those situations to build your confidence, um, it isn't about being perfect within it. It's about just and growing, learning and growing. And so when you're building it, um, yeah, mess up, make mistakes. Uh, you're not gonna be perfect, like I talked about. I think in my first episode, never gonna meet the standard of being perfect. So confidence is a good thing to have in any type of situation. You can say oh yeah, I can outdo these three people in front of me, whatever. Go show it. I think what I'm trying to get across now that I keep saying, I think is confidence is shown. It's not through words but through action. I think everything you do is kind of shown through action, because it's like words can only say and do so much. It's the fact that are you gonna back that up with your actions? And I would say like um, when you're starting to do something new and that you've never been introduced to, it's gonna be hard in the beginning because I mean you're not supposed to automatically know how to do it or be good at it. You're gonna have to gradually work your way up, and so um, there were times and situations where I didn't have a lot of confidence, and that was all because I think I was in my head a lot about things, knowing I could do things, because I would have it would be a comparison factor, and that in comparison definitely beats down confidence. And I'm over here once again it's gonna go back to basketball, and I'm over here comparing myself to other girls that I've grew up with um, and played against or whatever, that were in my class and stuff like that. And I would just be like I would tell I could there'd be 50 of me would be like, oh yeah, I'm better than her, and then 50 of me would be like, oh well, she can do this a little better than me and she can't do this a little better than me. I can't I if I didn't have that other 50 that would be like, oh yeah, she's better than me, I would probably ooh ooh I would be skyrocketing if I had just that mindset of, oh yeah, I'm better than her. Oh yeah, I'm an outworker. If if you continue to have a mindset of that person is better than me in anything, any little thing, you're not gonna gain that confidence. Your confidence is gonna decline or stay where it's at, because everything you can visually see, okay, yeah, a person can do something better than me, but don't let that tear you down. Be like, okay, if I learn or if I keep doing it, I can also get that good or even better. So um yeah, it's just having that mindset of not comparing. Comparison kills confidence, and if you're working on building the confidence, don't compare. Yes, it can be hard at times, But then also too, there could be somebody behind you, next to you, that could be also saying the same exact thing that you're saying. Oh yeah, they doing that. Like, oh yeah, they can do whatever better than me. So it's just like, yeah, there's comparison all around the room. Be that one person that doesn't compare, is only worried about self and working on yourself and getting yourself better. So, I wish I had that mindset back then, which like I said, I partially did, but it wasn't enough because yeah, it was really the main thing was my height, I would say, but I shouldn't have let that get to me, because I was around a lot of taller girls, but I wanted to show like why I was different with my size, like why should you be able to depend on me with my size and stuff like that. So, and what I can do with my size, so, or my height. But no, yeah, don't compare in any situation, whether that's sports, relationships, friendships. Don't compare, because there's always somebody that's wanting what you have, or wanting one of your abilities that you have. So just keep growing and doing you and building up what you need to do and getting better at. And yeah. I'm trying to think if I got anything else to say or add on to anything, because I'm going to introduce a new segment. I'm trying to think if I want to do it at the end, because I mean, this is the end. I'm trying to think if I want to do it at the end, in the middle, or at the beginning. It really just depends on how like the podcast is flowing, honestly. Sometimes I might switch it. I think I just might switch it. Sometimes I might have it in the beginning, sometimes I might have it in the middle, sometimes I might have it in the end. Just depending on the type of podcast it is. But yeah, it's gonna be basically a segment of where I ask just a simple question, and then like, it would be better if I had like a guest to say it to, because I get another type of opinion and input on it. It'll be more, I think, engaging, because it's two people going back and forth about it, because but no, yeah, this question today is gonna be, what's something that everyone does but nobody talks about? And so the one thing I could think about is when say like somebody said something to you, and then like you didn't hear them, and you just be like, or okay, and then say, there's some situations where they be like, did you hear what I said, or something like that, like they come back with a response. But no, it's just like, why do we do that? There's some situations where I'm like, if I know it's an important question, where I'll be like, can you repeat that? I'm sorry, I'll be like, okay, no, I need to hear this, or like for them to say it again, because I'm like, I know if I don't know what they're saying, I'm not gonna I'm gonna mess up. So no, yeah, but I'm just saying, other situations, it's like, why do we not get people to repeat it? And you gotta think too, sometimes there's been times where you probably have said something too, and somebody didn't hear what you was saying. And I've never thought about that until right now. Wow. Because I do be talking fast sometimes, because I realize that too. What's it called? I realized that too when I don't think I realized it during this time, but like, it's made me realize it more. Like, it's been like, oh, okay, yeah, I do talk fast. But like, when I'm like checking somebody out and I'm asking them like the questions or whatever that we have to ask them, and then they'd be like, there's some people that be like today, if you give an email with us, if you don't already have one, then you do get $5 off your purchase in that day. And so I had said that to the girl, like, she gave her email, and I was like, and you did receive, and I was like, you did receive $5 off your purchase today before giving an email. And I'm trying to, sometimes I kind of try to slow myself down while saying it so they can take it in, because I know if I was on the other side and somebody was saying it fast, I'd be like, you know. So yeah, I said that to her, and I'm thinking she heard me, right? Because she was putting did her card or whatever, and then she ends up she takes her bag whatever. She's looking at her receipt, and then she comes back to the register and she asks me, "Were shirts half off?" I said, "No, you got $5 off." She was like, "Oh, okay." So I was like, yeah, I talk fast sometimes. So I try to slow myself down a little bit, and I think it's because my brain sometimes be thinking, but like I already know what I'm finna say sometimes, but my mouth can't keep up with my brain. And no, yeah, but like now, dang, I've had situations where people probably say yeah, okay to me, and they didn't even hear me. Wow. Anyway, but yeah, and then also too, I don't know if y'all do this either, but like in the bed, like, do you ever just like stick your hand up or your leg up in the air, and it's just like something you just forget it's just up there, and it's or I'm trying to think of another thing. Like, there's so many things, but it can't even come to my head right now. But yeah, no, like running back to how I started off, I'm like we are all very alike in some way. Like we do some of the similar things that we do every day, or like here and there, as other people do, and it's just crazy. Because you would think that, oh yeah, I'm the only person that does this, until you meet a person or come across a person that's like, oh yeah, I do that too. You're like, oh shoot, I'm not the only one. And so that's just how you kind of build connections, or like memories of like, oh yeah, I found somebody that did this, or yeah, I met somebody that did the same thing, and then now we freaking bridesmaids. I'm a bridesmaid at her wedding or something. But oh yeah, I just I like getting little messages out there that be on the top of my head, or what I thought about, or whatever the case may be. And so yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this episode. Um, keep staying in tune, because there's more to come soon. And yeah, make sure you're taking care of yourself, hygiene wise, active wise, and diet wise. Eat right, drink lots of water, take care of yourself, man. Mentally and physically. Do all good things, all positive things. Let positive things in, good things in. And yeah, be good, be great. And I'll see y'all on the next one.